sports here on Central Nebraska's Sports Source. We want to say thanks to all the community-spirited businesses who bring you our coverage. We hope that you'll join us thanking those sponsors by giving them your patronage. Now, let's go live for our coverage of exciting sports action on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
And good evening, everybody. We welcome you live to Callaway High School, side of this area volleyball triangular that we have for you tonight on Central Nebraska's Sports Source, involving the host team, South Loup, of course, the co-op between Arnold and Callaway. Also joining us tonight, Elm Creek and Anselmo-Merna. Opening match will be South Loup against Elm Creek against AM in match number 2, and then South Loup against Anselmo-Merna to conclude action here tonight. We've got the action live on the radio and live on our video stream tonight as well, and we'll give you more information on the video stream in a moment. In the meantime, we want to say thanks to these businesses who are bringing you radio coverage of tonight's match. Rocks Underground, Callaway Market, A1 Auto Repair, Shotgun Annie's Saloon and Grill in Callaway, Pinnacle Bank of Arnold, Callaway District Hospital with Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, First State Insurance in Arnold, The Plant Stand, Badgley Well Service, Seven Valleys Health Mart, BD Broken Bow, and Downey Drilling. Also, our radio coverage tonight being brought to you in part by the Nebraska State Bank, Grocery Cart, Custer Federal State Bank, Arrow Seed, Rods Body and Paint, Team Physical Therapy, Trotter Service, Meat Lumber, Shelter Insurance, Brent Custer, your local agent, A to Z Lawn Pro and Landscaping, Squire Septic Service of Myrna, Geared for Sports, Agland ATV, Bruning Bank, the Garden Center, Sargent Irrigation, and Duda Plumbing. As we mentioned, a live video stream of tonight's matches will be available, and we'll come back and give you the information on that right after you hear this.
Rocks Underground serves Central Nebraska with expertise in water and irrigation services. Need some help? Call Rocky Dockweiler at 870-3457. Rocky salutes the student athletes of the area and all the hard work they put in each and every season, and is very proud of the young men and women that live in Central Nebraska. Enjoy this broadcast, brought to you in part by Rocky Dockweiler with Rocks Underground in Oconto.
At the Callaway Market, they appreciate their amazing customers who choose to shop local with them. That's why they offer their loyalty program, which has allowed them to give thousands of dollars back to the community. Your friends at Callaway Market invite you to shop their aisles, quality meat counter, and bountiful and beautiful produce section. On Mondays, a senior discount of 10% off is given. Thank you for shopping local from the Callaway Market. Open 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday to Saturday, and Sundays from 11 till 5.
Crash, boom, bang. All sounds you never want to hear coming from your vehicle. A1 Auto Repair in Arnold is prepared to fix or prevent those sounds. If you're in need of auto and light truck service and repair, give Josh a call, 848-2542. That's 848-2542. It all starts with diagnosing the problem, then working to get you back on the road quickly with a vehicle you can depend on. A1 Auto Service in Arnold, proud sponsors of this broadcast and high school sports.
Delicious food, ice-cold drinks, and a fun time with friends and family await you on Main Street in Callaway at Shotgun Annie's Saloon and Grill. They're open each day starting at 11, just closed Mondays and Tuesdays. Their Mexican menu is available every single day now. And wear your lucky socks and give Keno a try when you're in. Proud to support this sports broadcast featuring our local student athletes. Shotgun Annie's Saloon and Grill in Callaway.
May our lives be rich with experience. May our days be filled with optimism. May we never forget the value of a handshake, the power of a smile, or the importance of integrity. May we always cherish our open lands, small towns, and unwavering state pride. It's what makes us Nebraska, and it's what makes us Pinnacle Bank. May we always be caring for you, because we're not just a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
The Callaway District Hospital, along with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, are proud of the South Loup Bobcats. New patients are always welcome. They understand that healthcare is evolving and are committed to providing local access to high-quality care by continuing to invest in the latest diagnostic and treatment technology. Their specialty is primary care. Callaway District Hospital and the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics cheering on the South Loup Bobcats.
At First State Insurance of Arnold, their independent agents can offer their customers choices that can save you money. They're so excited for these young athletes and are happy to see them continue to play hard. Call Becky or Pat at 848-2522 to set up an appointment with First State Insurance of Arnold. Proud to support their local athletes by sponsoring this broadcast.
There's a new business addition to Main Street in Callaway, the Plant Stand. It's simple. They're in love with serving the area with plants, flowers, and unique gift ideas that include Nebraska-made Prairie Girl candles. They deliver to all of Custer County, in fact. Plus, they're open Tuesday through Sunday, whether for sympathy, a date night, birthdays, get-wells, missing use, or just because. The Plant Stand has ideas in lots of price ranges. Follow them on Facebook or call 308-836-2560. The Plant Stand in Callaway.
And we welcome you back to Callaway as we get close to the opening match of our volleyball triangular coverage for you tonight on Central Nebraska's Sports Source. As we mentioned, all games live on the radio for you tonight on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com. Also doing a live video stream accompanied by our radio call tonight, and you can access that by going to sandhillsexpress.com. Just click on live stream, or you can go straight to the Sandhills Express Facebook page or Sandhills Express YouTube channel. And when you get there, you'll see these great sponsors flashing across your screen, helping us sponsor tonight's live video stream. And they include Cursive O Cattle, Pinnacle Bank of Arnold, A1 Auto Repair, Palmer Monument, Lyons Appliance, Agribest Feeds of Callaway, Insurance of the Heartland, Grocery Cart Broken Bow, Power Solutions, Agland ATV, BD, Colligan, Del Moniger, and Tim Wright in Broken Bow. Also Mead Lumber, Nebraska State Bank, Christian Electric, and Callaway District Hospital with the Callaway and Arnold Medical Clinics, helping us bring you this special live video stream accompanied by the radio call here tonight. Larry Kottner is here. He'll be helping us call tonight's matches. We'll welcome him to the broadcast area and get his thoughts after these words.
Badgley Well Service in Oconto is proud to sponsor this high school sports broadcast, featuring some of our awesome student athletes right here in central Nebraska. Cliff and his team at Badgley Well are always on call at 858-4409. From domestic to stock wells, call Badgley Well Service of Oconto. They have the experience to get the job done right. Call Badgley Well Service of Oconto when water is the goal. Badgley Well is happy to help bring you this sports broadcast.
The staff at Seven Valleys Health Mart in Callaway is proud to be a sponsor of this sports broadcast. They support all of the area athletes and are pleased to be part of the South Loup Bobcat community. Their pharmacy provides knowledge on what is best for you and your family members, knowing you by name, not just a refill number. Seven Valleys Health Mart in Callaway, helping bring you this sports action and cheering on the Bobcats. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Starting a new great job is wonderful. Starting and getting a sign-on bonus is even better. BD offers competitive wages, a team environment, and day one benefits, including health, life, dental, tuition reimbursement, and more. After 30 days, you receive $250. After 6 months, you get another $250, and after 1 year, you get another $500. Head online to bd.com/careers to apply, or attend open interviews in Broken Bow the first and third Wednesday of each month.
Have you ever wondered how in the world Downey Drilling can cover the entire Ogallala Aquifer region from 3 locations in Kearney, Lexington, and Garden City? Well, it's dang near a miracle, but you have to remember, these are the guys that can poke a hole in the ground and make water appear. Top-notch equipment, top-notch techs, and incredibly good organization. That's how Downey Drilling has established that famous Downey tradition of excellence. New well construction or any type of water well repair, go to DowneyDrilling.com for the number of the shop nearest you. Downey Drilling, truly a tradition of excellence.
It's midnight. Banking time. Really? Well, yeah. I just got back from watching my son play the sport he loves 2.5 hours away. My family's asleep, and I have a little bit of quiet. Need to look at and sign our loan renewal? Done. Need to deposit a check? On it. Need to transfer some money to my daughter in college? Taken care of. Nebraska State Bank has the ability to make sure I can do my banking when it fits my schedule. So yeah, midnight is banking time. My banking time.
Nebraska State Bank, Broken Bow, Callaway, Merna. Member FDIC. The Grocery Cart is proud to bring you this sports broadcast. The case is always full of delicious food you can have right away, or talk to the staff about your upcoming event and they'll make food for you. There's a wide selection of salads, and don't forget Chester's chicken buckets and strips. If the occasion calls for a cake, you can have it decorated how you'd like. Call the GK Deli at 872-2206 or stop by inside the Grocery Cart in Broken Bow.
Free Casasa cashback checking is unlike any checking account you've ever had. The staff at Custer Federal State Bank is excited to tell you about the benefits. Here's just a few. 2% cash back on debit card purchases. ATM withdrawal, free refunds. Nationwide, free online banking services. A free mobile banking app, free online bill pay, and much, much more. The minimum balance to open is $50. Ask about Casasa at Custer Federal State Bank, member FDIC.
A great wheat harvest is in the bag when you choose certified seed wheat from AeroSeed. Planting certified seed from AeroSeed ensures high-quality weed-free seed with known germination, known test weight, and known seed count. This, along with AeroSeed's careful conditioning that keeps your drill running smoothly, you're on the way to producing high-profit yields. Call your local AeroSeed dealer or visit aeroseed.com to find the certified seed wheat varieties best for you.
And we welcome you back to the Callaway High School Gymnasium side of our volleyball triangular action tonight as South Loup welcomes in Elm Creek and Anselmo-Merna. And we welcome in Larry Cotner, who will help us call tonight's action. Hello, Mr. Cotner.
How you doing tonight, Mr. Apperson?
Well, first off, thank you for calling me Mr. I appreciate that. Volleyball on tap for us tonight. Here we go, partner. South Loup and Elm Creek in match 1, and Anselmo-Merna will join us for match 2 when they take on Elm Creek. And then the finale will be the all-area matchup between South Loup and Anselmo-Merna. South Loup 7-3. They've won 5 in a row. Later tonight, we'll see Anselmo-Merna 6-4. They've won 4 of their last 5. We also saw those two teams meet very early in the season when South Loup hosted a triangular with AM and Mullen. That was played in Arnold. It was a 2-set match. South Loup won it, but it was 2 tight sets. And so we'll look forward to that one coming up later on tonight. Meanwhile, Elm Creek comes in at 2-10 on the year. Looking at their roster, Larry, this is a young group who I'm sure just continues to learn with each and every point.
And they don't have a lot of depth, especially for this first match against South Loup, because they've only got 8 players suited up for the varsity end of it. They've got some players over at the gymnasium or down at the community center for the JV end of it, and they're hoping to get some of those players back, maybe for the Anselmo-Merna game, which will follow this one. But, yeah, they're a very young team. Their record on the season's 2-10, but they've played 4 teams, lost of 4 teams that have double-digit wins so far this year, including teams like Amherst and Overton, which are very high in their respective classes as far as the rankings go.
Yeah, it should be a good night of volleyball against South Loup and Elm Creek in match number 1, Elm Creek and AM in number 2, and the final match of the night, South Loup and Anselmo-Merna. We'll have all 3 coming up for you on KBBN 95.3 FM. And again, we do remind you we're doing the live video stream accompanied by our radio call again tonight, and you can access it through sandhillsexpress.com. Just click on live stream, or you can go straight to the Sandhills Express Facebook page or Sandhills Express YouTube channel. We'll take a short time out. We'll set up your starters and get you ready to go right after this.
When your car gets dented, dinged, smashed, or smacked, the last thing you should have to worry about is it being in the right hands to get it fixed. When you choose Rod's Body and Paint in Broken Bow, your vehicle will leave their shop looking great. Don't forget, Rod can also help you with those windshield chips. Take care of them before they get worse and cost you more money. If your windshield already needs replaced, they can do that too. Rod's Body and Paint on the curb, west of Broken Bow.
Team Physical Therapy is happy to help bring you this broadcast. Did you know that we can treat you right in your home if you are not able to come into our clinic? We provide balance assessments and treatments, education on improving home safety, caregiver education, and evidence-based one-on-one care. These services are available out of all 5 of our locations in Broken Bow, Callaway, Kearney, Burwell, and Gothenburg. Call us to learn more at 872-5111 for Team Physical Therapy. That's 872-5111.
Starting lineups for tonight's opening match are being brought to you by the J.R. Meyer Insurance Agency of Callaway. As your local independent insurance agency, they can offer coverage by many of the most respected companies in the nation. Call 836-2245. First off for Elm Creek tonight, 2-10 as we mentioned on the season. The libero, Riley Gutzweiler, a senior. Hallie Knapp leads the team in kills with 49 on the season. She's a sophomore. Hope Pickle, 34 assists on the season. She's a junior. Ava Hellriegel leads the team in assists. She's just a freshman. Jada Schroeder, a junior, also in the starting lineup, as is Denise Hunt, senior, and Ashley Bauer, sophomore. The starting lineup for Elm Creek, coached by Linda Killian. Now for the South Loop Lady Bobcats, as we mentioned, 7-3 on the season. They've won their last 5 matches, and here are their starters. Taylor Ross, senior. Tally Martin is the libero. She's a senior. Lauren Johnson, senior. Abby Stahlbaumer leads the team in kills. She is a senior. Bryn Schwartz, junior. Charlie Vickers, junior. And Ava Pandorf, senior. That is your starting lineup for the South Loop Lady Bobcats. Head coach Desiree Guthrie. Those are your starters. We'll come back for the opening serve after this.
On our service, every oil change comes with a multi-point inspection. As a Tire Pro store, they bring customers only the best brands of wheels and tires at the best prices anywhere, and have computer balancing and alignment too. They service semis and provide bulk fuel and propane delivery as well. At Trotter Service, your hometown automotive repair and tire store.
Friendly service every time. Quality is what you'll find where your neighbors and your friends go see Trotter.
It's hard to imagine anyone with more siding selections than Mead Lumber in Broken Bow. They're proud to offer Diamond Coat, a specialized pre-finish built onto tough LP Smart Side. Here's the awesome part. It's so tough, it's backed by a 30-year, no-fade warranty. Choose from 30 colors or create a custom color. The possibilities are endless. Diamond Coat. When you need siding, ask for it by name at Mead Lumber in Broken Bow.
Hurry up, dude. The game's about to start.
Nothing beats spending the day watching the game with your buddies.
Dude, I'm literally right here. Let's do this.
Which is why a shelter insurance renter's policy is key to your winning game plan. It protects things your landlord's policy doesn't.
Dude, where's your TV? What? Oh, no way, dude.
Like that flat screen TV that just got stolen.
Ask Shelter Agent Brent Custer about Shelter's competitive renters insurance rates.
The lawn. We strive to have it be beautiful, lush, and green. When it's not, it can really bring down the look of our space. A to Z Lawn Pro has a great 5-step fertilizer program, and any time is a good time to start. Eliminate weeds, strengthen your grass, and even keep bugs away with strategically scheduled steps. Ask A to Z Lawn Pro about just how easy the program is today. Proud to bring you this sports broadcast, A to Z Lawn Pro.
Septic emergencies are right up there on the list of worst emergencies to have.
Absolutely.
The next time you're facing one, give Squire's Septic Service a call. 870-0717. He's ready to take your call 24 hours a day.
Absolutely.
His sewer camera can find problems fast to save you money. Plus, he can clear drains with Roto-Rooter or Jetter. Oh, and Gary has Porta units too. Squire's Septic Service of Myrna. 870-0717. Don't wait to call until it's too late.
Absolutely not.
There are fewer words sweeter in the state of Nebraska than Go Big Red. And Geared for Sports in Broken Bow is ready to help you cheer for the Huskers. New Husker gear arrivals are hitting their racks in men's and women's sizes. Perfect for showing your team spirit. And remember, when you need to gear up for the sports you are playing, visit Geared for Sports, west side of the square in Broken Bow. Open Monday to Friday 10 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 4.
Agland Day TV would like to acknowledge all the local athletes and coaches from our area. We are proud of the athletes for the sportsmanship, hard work, and dedication that they put into each season. Agland Day TV knows all about working hard and playing hard, just like a Polaris. Best of luck to all the local teams from Agland Day TV, West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
ATVs can be hazardous to operate. Polaris adult models are for riders age 16 and older. Always wear a helmet and be sure to take a training course. Polaris machines are not intended for on-road use.
As you head out the door to support your favorite team and athlete, don't forget to take Bruning Bank with you. With our free mobile banking app, you can handle your daily banking needs from anywhere. even the bleachers. Check your balance, monitor transactions, deposit checks, and send and receive funds to family and friends with Zelle. Learn more at BruningBank.com. Bruning Bank is a proud sponsor of area athletics and wishes all students a safe and successful season. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
And we're back to Callaway High School, ready to go with volleyball coverage on KBBN 95.3 FM, KBBN.com. Again, we're also doing the live video stream as well, accompanied by our radio call. You can watch the video on sandhillsexpress.com. Just click on live stream, or you can go straight to the Sandhills Express Facebook page or Sandhills Express YouTube channel. All three matches on the radio and on the video stream for you tonight. Match 1, Elm Creek and South Loup. Elm Creek and Anselmo-Merna in match number 2, and then we'll conclude with the all-area matchup between South Loup and Anselmo-Merna. So the two teams are on the court, and we're ready to go with volleyball. Hope Pickle for Elm Creek will send it across the net, and we are underway. Pandorf will set up far side for the attack, and that's dug out, kept alive by Elm Creek. Buffalo's chasing, and then they hit it into the net, and the opening point of our opening match goes to South Loup.
Difficult spot there in the back row for Knapp to try to hit it from there, backing up, and it goes just a little shy.
Pandorf serving, serve on its way, and that's going to get down for an ace. And South Loup out to an early 2-0 advantage.
We saw her serve up some really nasty serves in that opening triangular of the season.
And that serve will go into the net. Now the scoreboard shows it 2-2. Should be 2-1, right?
Should be 2-1.
Okay. Just checking. Ashley Bauer, sophomore, back to the service line for Elm Creek. Jump serve on the way. Overpass and able to jump up and put it down is Hallie Knapp, the sophomore. And Knapp puts it to the floor.
Well, now they've got 3-2, and it should be 2-2.
I don't think I missed a point, did I? Unless something was awarded before the match that we weren't aware of. There's an ace served by Elm Creek. So Elm Creek serves it, and again the board shows 4-2.
I think there's only been 5 serves.
Well, we'll just kind of keep an eye on it, and we'll see how the set plays out. Here's a serve on its way from Ashley Bauer. Kept alive by South Loup. They got a scramble, though, and they'll send it back on the third. Elm Creek a chance here. They'll set middle for the attack, and that is going to sail long and out. With the swing, Hallie Knapp. But it's out, and the point goes to South Loup.
Well, in talking about the difference in the score, we were kind of missing in the fact that Ashley Bauer had some pretty good serves back-to-back there.
Serve on its way from South Loup. Elm Creek will send it outside for Knapp, and Knapp is able to find the floor on that attack. And Elm Creek goes up. We'll go by the scoreboard, 5-3. Serving from the middle of the line, Jada Schroeder, the junior for Elm Creek. And that one just does clear the net. Pass to the front. Pandorf sets the outside for Stahlbomber, who gets on top of it and drives it to the floor.
Nice job on the offensive end for the Lady Bobcats as they worked it just to the perfect spot for Stahlbomber.
Now Lauren Johnson, senior serving. Serve on its way. Good pass to the front. They'll bump it up. Outside attack coming from Elm Creek. South Loop's got a scramble, and Pandorf is there to send it back over. Elm Creek with it on their side. Middle attack coming from Knapp, and she sets it away from the block and finds the floor.
Good vision by Hallie Knapp that time to see the open zone off to the left side.
Elm Creek 6, South Loop 4. We play in the opening set as back to the service line is Ava Hellriegel, the freshman for Elm Creek. Serve on its way. Overpass, look out. Elm Creek jumps up, puts it down, but they're called in the net. Boy, tough break there. Elm Creek got the gift of an overpass, but as they tried to put it down, they got called in the net.
And sometimes you're so anxious to go and hit that one that it comes away. And again, the scoreboard, yeah, now they've got it corrected.
South Loop able to send it across the net as putting it to the floor was Stahlbomber. So give the kill to Stahlbomber. Now we've got the score at 6-6.
And I think this is correct.
Yes, there you go. Serve on the way from Taylor Ross. Elm Creek out of system, has to chase, and they will send it back over on the third. They'll pass to Pandorf, who sets the outside. The attack from Schwartz, and that's going to get down for the kill.
And Brent can get up there so quickly and hit it with a lot of velocity, and she did right there.
7-6 South Loup first set, and now it's tied up as Ross sends the serve into the net. 7-all, opening set, again in the triangular format. All matches tonight, best 2 out of 3 sets, played at 25 in all. Rally scoring format, win by 2. Jump serve from Knapp. Pass to Pandorf, who'll set it for Martin, hitting out of the back row, gets it over the net. Elm Creek sends it back on 2. Pandorf will set the middle for Stahlbomber, and that one sails long and out. Point to Elm Creek, and now the Buffaloes have the lead, 8-7.
Good idea on the South Loop side, going with the quick set, but the attack just too strong.
Knapp the serve, overpass, and the return by Elm Creek is hit long and out. Ashley Bauer tried to time it, went up to take advantage of the overpass, but hit it long and out. Kind of a break for South Loop, and we're tied at 8.
And that's about the third time that Elm Creek's had an opportunity at that. They've only come away with 1 point out of those 3 opportunities. That one just missed the back line.
Stahlbomber now serving, and that goes into the net. Another service error for South Loop here in this opening set, and Elm Creek takes the lead 9-8.
And actually, I'll correct myself. That didn't just miss the back line. It missed the basketball line about 5 feet behind that.
Denise Hunt with the serve, attack from Bryn Schwartz, and they've got Elm Creek in the net once again. So the point goes to the home team, and now we're tied at 9-all here in the first.
And you mentioned in the pregame that this was a young Elm Creek team, and sometimes you see that in the net call from a youth team.
Bryn Schwartz with the serve. Here's the setup, outside attack, and able to take it through the block is Ryan Erickson, sophomore for Elm Creek. So it's 10-9 Elm Creek in this opening set. And in to serve is Hope Pickle. Pickle at the service line. Gives it a spin, tosses it in the air, and sends it across the net in play. Pandorf will set it out. Back row attack from Martin, the libero, and Tally Martin gets a good swing and ties things up at 10.
Now, that's a couple of times now that we've seen South Loop go to that maneuver.
Pandorf now back to the service line. Serve on its way. They serve Pickle. Pass to the front. Set for the outside, and the attack from Ashley Bauer is out. Point South Loop, and now the Bobcats lead by 1. So kind of back and forth we go as we start set number 1. Best 2 out of 3 matches. Pandorf puts it in play. Sent over on 2. Bobcats will bump it up for Schwartz hitting out of the back row. Elm Creek having to chase now, and they will send it back on the third. Free ball for South Loop. Pandorf will set the outside for Ross. Gets a swing, but hits it long and out. And now we're tied at 11 here in set 1.
Both these teams trying to measure up the court right now. They're getting open looks, but not getting it down into the court.
Ashley Bauer serve wide and out. So service error. And South Loop retakes the lead. Tally Martin, the senior libero, back to the service line. Martin floats one over. At the net, kept alive and sent over on the second. South Loop with it on their side. They'll set the outside for Ross. Sends it over the block, but able to handle is Elm Creek. Return on 3. Now we'll see what South Loop can do. Pandorf will set middle for Stahlbomber, and she's able to power it through the block for the kill.
Yeah, she really took it right to Allie Knapp that time, who was just off the net. So it ricocheted off her hands and into the floor.
Martin floats another one. Knapp handles in the front row. Now Knapp off the return set. Handled by Johnson. Now they'll set Johnson on the outside. The swing kept alive at the net. Back over. South Loop with it on their side. Pandorf will set Ross this time. Right side attack. Kept alive in the back row by Elm Creek. Here's the attack from the Buffaloes, played by Martin. Good pass to Pandorf. Set up middle. Stahlbomber. Was there a touch? No, they say it was out. And the point goes to Elm Creek.
Neither team has led by more than 2 points in this set. We've been going back and forth. And now Elm Creek with the chance to tie it up.
And at the service line will be Jada Schroeder. Jada puts it into the net. Service error, and South Loup goes back up by 2. Lauren Johnson back to the service line. Johnson with that left-handed serve. Picked up by the libero of Elm Creek, and then some miscommunication as the ball falls to the floor. And it's 15-12, South Loup.
Bauer and Hellrigel each thought that the other was going to take it.
Johnson, another good serve. On the receive, Gutzweiler, the libero. The return on the third, no. Into the net. Actually, I think they're going to end up calling a block. Ross went up and rejected that attack. And so South Loup takes the lead 16-12, and Elm Creek wants a timeout. You're listening to live coverage of high school volleyball action on KBBN 95.3 FM.
Fall, you probably think moms. They have them. Also in stock are beautiful fall annuals and combo baskets that are ready for you to sit in that perfect spot. These are gorgeous fall colors that will bring your space to life. For inside, they have over 20 varieties of houseplants so you can bring nature inside. Leaf Joy by proven winners are easy care houseplants. Also check out H2O minis and H2O bowls. The Garden Center. Visit them in Broken Bow.
Fort County Heating and Air owners Brian Hogg and Austin Cox serve the area with a combined 20 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They provide free estimates and 24-hour service. Give them a call today at 872-2258. Served by Johnson out of the timeout. Handled by Elm Creek. Middle attack by Knapp. Joust at the net. Sent back over to South Loup side. Pandorf will send it outside for Schwartz, who goes up and takes it to the floor for the kill.
She really likes that left side and went up high to put that one down.
Largest lead of the set now for South Loup. 17-12 the score. Pass to the front. They'll set the outside. The attack long and out. And now South Loup starting to take control of this opening set as they lead 18-12.
5 in a row now.
Johnson sends one to the back row. Gutzweiler on the receive. They'll set middle for Knapp. Block back at the net. Joust coming. Knapp slaps it across. South Loup able to handle, though. Now Johnson hitting out of the back row over the block. Kept alive by Elm Creek, and they will send it back on the third. Pass to the front. Martin has to bump it up toward Schwartz, who gets a swing into the net, but kept alive. Returned on one hit by Elm Creek. Pandorf back set for Ross on the right side, and that's going to be a kill.
Beautiful crisscross attack right to left. That time for Taylor Ross, as she hammered that one.
Boy, it was tight early, but now South Loup in control. They lead 19-12 in the first. Serve from Johnson. Returned on one hit. Pandorf will set it middle for Stahlbomber. Dug out, kept alive. Over on South Loup side, Pandorf will set Ross right side again. Block back, kept alive at the net by Ross, and then it falls to the floor as South Loup is unable to return.
And not very often you see what happened. You don't see it happen very often. What happened with South Loup there, 2 sets and an attack right there along the net.
Ava Hellriegel with the serve, but it goes into the net. Service error. Point South Loup. Bobcats have the serve, and all of a sudden South Loup closing in on taking the opening set. Taylor Ross will be at the service line. Ross sends one across. Bauer on the receive. They'll bump it up. The attack coming, and that's going to be wide and out. Ryan Erickson, the sophomore, took the swing, but hit it wide. 21-13, South Loup leading opening set.
Kind of seems like you're starting to see the experience for the Lady Bobcats sitting in here now.
Good serve by Ross. They'll set middle this time. Sets it over the block, does Elm Creek, but there to cover was Martin. Now it's going to be Stahlbomber who takes it off the block, and South Loup is 3 away from going up 1-0. South Loup 22, Elm Creek 13. Opening match of the night here at this volleyball triangular. Ross will send it across in play. Bauer again on the receive. They'll set the outside. The attack by Erickson. Kept alive at the net. Returned by Pandorf. And it finds the floor.
And give a lot of credit to the cover by Taylor Ross to be there on that dink to get down there low and keep that one alive.
Ross at the service line. Sends one deep. Pass to the front, sent over on the second. Pandorf will set outside for Bryn Schwarz now. Into the block, a whistle, and Elm Creek whistled for the lift. It's 24-13. South Loup will serve for the opening set.
Earlier in this set, Elm Creek was called for a few in-the-net violations. They've kind of backed off, and then now it's kind of costing them as they're catching it on their side.
Ross with the serve. They'll bump it up to the outside for Erickson. Digging it out in the back row, Martin. Now it's Stahlbomber in the middle, and that is the end of the set. Stahlbomber puts it down to close out set number one. South Loup takes it 25-13 the score, and we'll come back for set number two after these words on KBBN Radio.
Irrigation may be known worldwide, but their roots are right here in central Nebraska, something they are very proud of. They hire right here in the heartland and know their success is due to those quality employees. As a way of showing support for the community, Sargent Irrigation sponsors high school sports broadcasts, so those unable to attend can follow the action. Enjoy the broadcast, sponsored in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow.
When you need a one-stop shop for everything plumbing, look to Duda Plumbing. Your property, whether new, commercial, or remodeled, can be helped in the plumbing department by calling Scott at 872-3402. Ask him about getting on the septic pumping schedule for every 2 years. And forget about needing to remember, he can do sewer camera inspections too. For over 20 years, proud to support the area student athletes, Duda Plumbing, where they do da plumbing.
Brock's Underground serves central Nebraska with expertise in water and irrigation services. Need some help? Call Rocky Dockweiler at 870-3457. Rocky salutes the student athletes of the area and all the hard work they put in each and every season and is very proud of the young men and women that live in central Nebraska. Enjoy this broadcast, brought to you in part by Rocky Dockweiler with Rock's Underground in Oconto.
At the Callaway Market, they appreciate their amazing customers who choose to shop local with them. That's why they offer their loyalty program, which has allowed them to give thousands of dollars back to the community. Your friends at Callaway Market invite you to shop their aisles, quality meat counter, and bountiful and beautiful produce section. On Mondays, a senior discount of 10% off is given. Thank you for shopping local from the Callaway Market. Open 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday to Saturday and Sundays from 11 till 5.
Crash, boom, bang. All sounds you never want to hear coming from your vehicle. A1 Auto Repair in Arnold is prepared to fix or prevent those sounds. If you're in need of auto and light truck service and repair, give Josh a call, 848-2542. That's 848-2542. It all starts with diagnosing the problem, then working to get you back on the road quickly with a vehicle you can depend on. A1 Auto Service in Arnold, proud sponsors of this broadcast and high school sports.
I want to say thanks to Scott Harvey, your local Thrivent financial representative, helping us with our coverage tonight. Named one of the world's most ethical companies for the 10th year in a row. They believe in serving their clients with excellence and integrity. Thrivent helps clients achieve financial clarity so they can live lives with meaning and gratitude. To find out more, contact Scott Harvey at 872-2511. Well, we go to set number two of our opening match. South Loup able to pull away in the middle of the set and take the first 25-13. Now they open with the serve in set number two. Pandorf will send it across, and there's a good way to start for South Loup. It's an ace, and the Bobcats go up 1-0.
She serves from that left side with that left hand, and well, it's tough to deal with on the other side.
Pandorf ready with the serve. Sends it on its way. Pass into the net. Elm Creek tries to keep it alive, but they're not able to return. And now South Loup leads 2-0.
And that one was almost like a knuckleball. It didn't have any spin to it.
Pandorf trying to keep this run going as we start set number two. Shank pass kept alive, though, by Pickle and then returned by Elm Creek on the third. They pass it up to Ross, who has to bump it over. Free ball for Elm Creek. Middle attack from Bauer. That's going to sail long and out. And it's 3-0 South Loup here in the second. Pandorf ready from the service line once again. Gives it a spin and sends it across the net. Bauer will set it outside for the attack. Through the block, dug out, kept alive, tipped over on a nice play by Charlie Vickers. And then Elm Creek passes it into the net, not able to handle it after that. 4-0 South Loup here in set 2.
What I like about our radio view of this match is we can see how the serves move, and especially with Ava Pandorf as she sends that one.
And choosing to step away from it was Hallie Knapp in the back row for Elm Creek, but it caught the back line, so that's an ace. And what a way to start for South Loup in this second set, as Pandorf has scored 5 in a row. Serve on its way. Chasing Elm Creek. On the overpass, trying to put it down Ross, but it's dug out and returned by Elm Creek. Now South Loop's got a scramble, and they will not be able to get it sent back as it bounces right up into our broadcast table. Larry Kottner with a nice save.
And the return.
Yes, indeed. Elm Creek with the serve. Hope Pickle will send it across. Pass to Pandorf, sets the outside for Vickers. I think her first swing of the night. And Vickers able to put it down for the kill.
Yeah, we really haven't called Charlie Vickers' name very much, but she got a good swing on that one.
And now Vickers back to the service line. Serve on its way, and that's going to catch the back line. Again, Elm Creek choosing to step away from it, but it hit the line, and it's 7-1.
It came across with some good velocity, but it did a good job of taking a nose dive late.
Boy, another good serve. Overpass. Stahlbomber trying to slam it down, but Pickle was able to dig it. Now Elm Creek sends it back on 3. Free ball for South Loup. Vickers will set ahead to Ross. The swing through the block and good.
And right now, everything South Loup is dialing up is working. The way they finished the first set and the way they have started this second set.
Vickers sends one across. Elm Creek will get it sent back on the third. Another free ball chance for South Loup. Vickers, not a good set. Goes into the net. Johnson could not do anything with it. Charlie kind of smiling a little bit as she comes to the bench and gives way to the libero, Tally Martin, who comes in. Ashley Bauer with the serve for Elm Creek. Good serve. Martin on a good receive, though. They'll send it outside for Stahlbomber. Returned on one hit. South Loup keeps it alive. Stahlbomber sets it across. Played by the Buffaloes. Middle attack coming from Knapp. Blocked back. Sent back. Kept alive. And then returned by Ross on the second. Elm Creek at the net. Joust coming. It's over on South Loop's side. Martin will bump it over to Johnson. Gets a swing over the net. And then the return by Elm Creek goes out. The long rally goes to South Loup.
Well, that particular volley, there was so many punches at the ball. It was just almost like, got to keep it going, and they went back and forth.
Johnson jump serve, clips the net, falls across, and finds the floor. An ace. South Loup leads 10-2.
We're going to see Delaney Rogers, I believe, for the first time in this match.
She'll replace Bryn Schwarz. Rogers plays the front line as Johnson comes with the jump serve again. They'll bump it up in the air. Bauer trying to send it over, and a whistle, double hit. Lift is going to be the call. Lift against Elm Creek on the return, and a timeout, Buffaloes. We are in the second set. It's all South Loup. They're up a set, and they lead in the second, 11-2.
Delicious food, ice-cold drinks, and a fun time with friends and family await you on Main Street in Callaway at Shotgun Annie's Saloon and Grill. They're open each day starting at 11, just closed Mondays and Tuesdays. Their Mexican menu is available every single day now. And wear your lucky socks and give Keno a try when you're in. Proud to support this sports broadcast featuring our local student athletes. Shotgun Annie's Saloon and Grill in Callaway.
May our lives be rich with experience. May our days be filled with optimism. May we never forget the value of a handshake, the power of a smile, or the importance of integrity. May we always cherish our open lands, small towns, and unwavering state pride. It's what makes us Nebraska, and it's what makes us Pinnacle Bank. May we always be caring for you, because we're not just a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Out of the timeout, in the middle of the point, Elm Creek able to return. South Loup will set it up for Johnson, hitting out of the back row, and it just missed the far sideline.
Pretty good idea, but just a little too strong on the swing.
To the service line for Elm Creek, Jada Schroeder. The junior gives the ball a slap and sends it across. Pandorf will set it outside for Rogers, tips it away from the block, but it is out. She hit it wide, or was, I think they also had Delaney in the net too as she was trying to send that across. So the point goes to Elm Creek, and the Buffaloes trail 11-4. Serve on its way. Good one, handled by Martin, though. Pandorf will set Rogers, gets a swing on this one, and drives it to the floor.
And for the junior, that was a good return as they went right back to her. She got another opportunity, got a good swing on that one.
South Loup leading 1-0 and leading here in the second 12-4. Again, in this triangular format, every match just best 2 out of 3. Elm Creek will bump it up at the net. Here's the attack coming off the block. Dug and kept alive by Johnson. Returned by Martin on the third. They'll set middle, this time for Knapp, who drives it to the floor for the kill.
And that's probably the best offensive set we have seen as far as running their offense for Elm Creek in this particular game.
Ava Hellriegel, the setter for Elm Creek, goes back to the service line. And she'll send it across. Martin on the receive. Pandorf back set for Stahlbomber on the slide, but she hits it into the net. And the point goes to Elm Creek, who tries to fight their way back into this second set. Hellriegel, just a freshman, ready to serve, puts it in play. Johnson on the receive. They'll set it outside for Rogers, reaches back and sends it across. Hellriegel will set the outside. The attack coming, dug out by Johnson in the back row. Now Johnson sends it across on the third. Free ball for Elm Creek. Hellriegel sets the middle. Attack from Erickson, played by Johnson. Pandorf sets middle for Stahlbomber, directs it away from the block, and it finds the floor.
Good vision again there for Abby Stahlbomber, as she saw instead of having to hit the big power shot, she saw that there was an opening over on the left side, swiped it on over.
Back into the match, Charlie Vickers for South Loup, kept alive at the net by Hellriegel, returned on the third by Elm Creek. Free ball, South Loup. Pandorf back set for Vickers, takes the swing, punched up at the net by Erickson, returned by Knapp, kept alive by Martin the libero. Now Rogers with the attack, played in the back row by Bauer. Middle attack for Knapp again, into the net, and the point goes to South Loup. Don't forget, match number 2 will be featuring Anselmo-Merna and Elm Creek. Final match of the night, South Loup and AM. Here's a serve by Martin. That's an ace. And South Loup regaining control again here in this second set as they go up 15-6.
I think that's at least the 5th, maybe 6th ace serve we have seen from South Loup in this match.
Tally Martin at the service line as Greeley Rupak will come into the match. But first, Coach Guthrie checking with the floor official to make sure everybody is in the right spot. Now the serve by Martin. Hellriegel keeps it alive at the net, bumps it up for Knapp, who gets a swing. South Loop's got a chase, and they will get it sent back, and it's down and good. Johnson actually got a swing off of that. Took it off the right arm of Knapp, went to the floor, and South Loup goes up by 10.
Knapp was trying to block it back, but was a little bit off balance. She was coming down from that leap.
Martin floats one. Hellriegel sets middle for the attack. That's going to sail long and out. South Loup now starting to even close in on the match. After winning the first set, they lead big here in the second, 17-6. Tally Martin sends it across. Shank pass, not able to be returned by Elm Creek. And it's South Loup 18, Elm Creek 6 here in set number 2. Tally Martin, the libero, sends it across. The libero of Elm Creek, Gutzweiler, on the receive. Joust at the net, and it's going to fall on South Loop's side as Elm Creek picks up the point. We mentioned that Greeley Rupak had checked in. I just got to say it. Greeley sang our national anthem earlier tonight and did a phenomenal job.
Totally agree.
And now Greeley will set it up middle for Vickers, who gets a big swing, but it goes into the net. And the point goes to Elm Creek. South Loop 18, Elm Creek 8. We play in set number 2. South Loop leading 1-0. Rupak at the net, sets it up for Rogers, who sets it over the block. There to cover is Bauer. Now the attack from Elm Creek, able to get it over the net, was Denise Hunt. South Loop sends it across. Elm Creek, free ball opportunity. Bauer trying to put it down. Pancake save by Martin, but then the return by Johnson goes wide and out. And the point will belong to Elm Creek.
Elm Creek wouldn't get that point, though, if it wasn't the back arm swing of Denise Hunt when she was going out of bounds. She had no other choice but to do that.
Served by Knapp. They'll set the outside for Rogers. Sends that one wide and out. Point Elm Creek. And again, the Buffaloes trying to fight their way back into this set. Ready to serve for the Buffaloes, Hallie Knapp. They serve Ross. Rupak will bump it up over toward Rogers, who hits it into the net. It's now 18-11. South Loop still leading, though, here in set number 2.
South Loop built themselves a pretty good lead, but Elm Creek on a little bit of a run here trying to chip back into this one.
Serve on the way by Knapp. They serve Ross, pass to Rupak, who sets it middle for Vickers, but first a whistle and a lift is called on the set. So now Elm Creek has fought to within 6, trying to get it closer as Hallie Knapp, the sophomore, continues at the service line. Rupak will set it up middle for Vickers. Vickers able to tool the block. And South Loop collects their 19th point of set number 2.
Good power swing from Charlie Vickers to stop that run for the Lady Buffaloes.
Now Bryn Schwarz coming in. She'll go straight to the service line. Bryn gives it a spin and sends it across. At the net. Sent over by Hellriegel. Now it's Johnson with a swing, trying to take it down the line. Hellriegel able to return on one hit. Rupak will set it outside for Johnson again. That's going to sail long and out. No touch at the net. Point Elm Creek.
And Lauren's not really your traditional attacker. Doesn't have a lot of height, so she had to kind of angle it a little bit upwards.
Denise Hunt able to serve an ace. So South Loop, who led big in this second set, it's starting to get close now. Elm Creek is to within 5. Served by Hunt into the net. Boy, those are so costly, Larry, when you're behind and you're trying to make a run, and then you put one into the net.
And that just ended a 7-1 run in favor of Elm Creek, and so, yeah, that's a tough one.
Now Greeley Rupak at the service line. Good serve. Kept alive at the net. Johnson went up, though, and tried to put it down for South Loop and got whistled for a violation. So the opportunity was there at the net for South Loop, but they couldn't take advantage. Now it's 20-15. South Loop leading in the second set as Hope Pickle is back in to serve for Elm Creek. Rupak will bump it up in the air, getting a swing as Johnson. That goes into the net. And now Elm Creek is to within 4.
They get a point here. I could very easily see Desiree Guthrie taking a timeout.
Pickle gives it a spin, and the serve on its way. Chasing is South Loop. They will get it sent back on the third. Free ball for Elm Creek. Hellriegel sets middle for Bauer. Lobs it over the block, kept alive by Martin. Rupak will bump it up in the air, getting a swing as Vickers off the block, down and good.
That's a big point for the Lady Bobcats, just to change up the momentum a little bit.
And now Abby Stahlbomber is back into the match. She'll come in to play the front row, served by Vickers. Hellriegel sets it outside for the attack, and that's going to be out. Taking the swing, Jada Schroeder, and now South Loop closing in on the match. South Loop needs 3 points to close it out. They lead 22-16 in the second set. Served by Vickers. Caught the net. sent over on one hit. Now South Loop's got to chase. Stahlbomber sets it across, but first double contact will be called against South Loop.
And it doesn't have to be very much. If you kind of get more of the ball on your right hand than the left, then when they both touch, eventually you get that double contact.
Ashley Bauer the serve. Rupak will send it outside for Stahlbomber. Rolls it into the block, and it's going to fall to the floor on Elm Creek's side as South Loop picks up the point. South Loop 23, Elm Creek 17. Delaney Rogers back into the match for South Loop as Lauren Johnson gets ready to serve. Serve on its way, and that is an ace. It's now match point, South Loop.
Well, you and I had a great view of that one. What a beauty of a serve, just clearing the net.
South Loop trying to close it out in straight sets. Johnson to serve it, and that is kept alive by Bauer. They'll set the outside for Knapp. Over the block, and it will get to the floor, and we will play on. Match point number 2 for the Bobcats. To the service line for Elm Creek, Jada Schroeder. Schroeder will send it across in play. Pass to Rupak, who sets it behind her for Ross. The swing, and it's out. No touch at the net. We play on. Match point number 3 for South Loop.
And even if Elm Creek doesn't come back and win this set, they build a little momentum going into the next match against Anselmo-Merna.
Schroeder serve, they let it go, and it sails long and out. And so the match ends on a service error. South Loop wins it in straight sets, their 8th win of the year. South Loop wins it in the first, 25-13. Close it out in the second, 25-19. We'll come back to wrap it up for match number 1 after this.
Callaway District Hospital, along with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, are proud of the South Loop Bobcats. New patients are always welcome. They understand that healthcare is evolving and are committed to providing local access to high-quality care by continuing to invest in the latest diagnostic and treatment technology. Their specialty is primary care. Callaway District Hospital and the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics cheering on the South Loop Bobcats.
At First State Insurance of Arnold, their independent agents can offer their customers choices that can save you money. They're so excited for these young athletes and are happy to see them continue to play hard. Call Becky or Pat at 848-2522 to set up an appointment with First State Insurance of Arnold. Proud to support their local athletes by sponsoring this broadcast.
There's a new business addition to Main Street in Callaway, the Plant Stand. It's simple. They're in love with serving the area with plants, flowers, and unique gift ideas that include Nebraska-made Prairie Girl candles. They deliver to all of Custer County, in fact. Plus, they're open Tuesday through Sunday, whether for sympathy, a date night, birthdays, get-wells, missing use, or just because. The Plant Stand has ideas in lots of price ranges. Follow them on Facebook or call 308-836-2560. The Plant Stand in Callaway.
Badgley Well Service in Oconto is proud to sponsor this high school sports broadcast, featuring some of our awesome student athletes right here in central Nebraska. Cliff and his team at Badgley Well are always on call at 858-4409. From domestic to stock wells, call Badgley Well Service of Oconto. They have the experience to get the job done right. Call Badgley Well Service of Oconto when water is the goal. Badgley Well is happy to help bring you this sports broadcast.
The staff at Seven Valleys Health Mart in Callaway is proud to be a sponsor of this sports broadcast. They support all of the area athletes and are pleased to be part of the South Loop Bobcat community. Their pharmacy provides knowledge on what is best for you and your family members, knowing you by name, not just a refill number. Seven Valleys Health Mart in Callaway, helping bring you this sports action and cheering on the Bobcats. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Starting a new great job is wonderful. Starting and getting a sign-on bonus is even better. BD offers competitive wages, a team environment, and day one benefits, including health, life, dental, tuition reimbursement, and more. After 30 days, you receive $250. After 6 months, you get another $250. And after 1 year, you get another $500. Head online to bd.com/careers to apply. Or attend open interviews in Broken Bow the first and third Wednesday of each month.
Have you ever wondered how in the world Downey Drilling can cover the entire Ogallala Aquifer region from 3 locations in Kearney, Lexington, and Garden City? Well, it's dang near a miracle, but you have to remember, these are the guys that can poke a hole in the ground and make water appear. Top-notch equipment, top-notch techs, and incredibly good organization. That's how Downey Drilling has established that famous Downey tradition of excellence. New well construction or any type of water well repair, go to DowneyDrilling.com for the number of the shop nearest you. Downey Drilling, truly a tradition of excellence.
And we come back to Callaway High School, site of our area volleyball triangular here tonight. We're live on KBBN 95.3 FM, KBBN.com. Don't forget we have the live video stream going as well. You can access it through sandhillsexpress.com. Just go to live stream, or you can go straight to the Sandhills Express Facebook page or Sandhills Express YouTube channel. Opening match of the night goes South Loop's way. South Loop winning the opening set 25-13, able to close it out in the second 25-19. Brent Apperson back with Larry Cotner as we get ready for our second match of the night between Anselmo-Merna and Elm Creek. For South Loop, Larry in the opening match kind of took control about midway through the first set and then got that big lead in set number 2. Credit Elm Creek for the way they tried to come back, but really from about that midpoint in set number 1 on, South Loop really was in control.
Yeah, it went back and forth early on in that first set, but as you mentioned, South Loop really kind of found a groove. They really did a good job at the service line. As I mentioned, there was at least 6, maybe 7 ace serves by the Lady Bobcats in this match, which really didn't take long. It was a very fast-moving match that only took about 40 minutes to play here this evening. And so, they did what they needed to do, and they got some other players into the lineup that might not see varsity action as much as usual.
So South Loop wins the opening match. Again, the scores go 25-13, 25-19. South Loop straight set victory. 8-3 now are the Bobcats on the season. That was their 6th match win in a row. So now we move into match number 2. It's Anselmo-Merna and Elm Creek coming up. And as we set it up for you, we begin by saying thanks to these sponsors who will be bringing you our radio broadcast of match number 2 tonight. And they include Cursive O Cattle, Tri-S Ag, Muddy Creek Auto, Jordan Dental, Dewey's Implement and Welding, Food Bar and Grill in Anselmo, Consolidated, also brought to you by Christian Electric, Tumbleweed Cafe, BD Broken Bow, Downey Drilling, also brought to you in part by the Nebraska State Bank, Grocery Cart, Custer Federal State Bank, Aero Seed, Rods Body and Paint, Team Physical Therapy, Trotter Service, Mead Lumber, Shelter Insurance, Brent Custer, your local agent, A to Z Lawn Pro and Landscaping, Squire Septic Service of Myrna, Geared for Sports, Agland ATV, Bruning Bank, The Garden Center, Sargent Irrigation, and Duda Plumbing. We're also doing the live video stream tonight. We'll come back and tell you more about that after these words.
Kristen and Barb Miller with Cursive O Cattle are proud Anselmo-Merna Coyote supporters. Selecting for superior genetics and raising cattle in a sustainable manner has always been the foundation of Cursive O Cattle. Just like the athletes in the game, their offering of bred heifers and feeder cattle were developed to perform with excellence. Contact them in Myrna, proud supporters of the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes and this broadcast. Brandon and Barb Miller with Cursive O Cattle of Myrna.
This is for the Anselmo-Merna community members and alumni. By Tri-S Ag, supporting the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes.
Muddy Creek Auto in Broken Bow is very proud of the local athletes that have shown such focus in the classroom and in the gym this season. Well done. All of your hard work has paid off, and you should be proud too. When looking for a dependable vehicle, it's as easy as stopping at Muddy Creek Auto in Broken Bow. They love finding their customers a vehicle perfect for what they need. Enjoy the broadcast, brought to you in part by Muddy Creek Auto in Broken Bow.
Good luck to the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes from Jordan Dental in Myrna. Dr. Clint Jordan and his staff want to congratulate the Coyotes on their success as a team. You've all certainly worked hard to get better, and it's exciting to see you compete. Call the Jordan Dental office for your next dental checkup. 643-2255. They'll help you have a winning smile. Enjoy this broadcast, brought to you in part by Jordan Dental in Myrna.
Dewey from Dewey's Implement and Welding in Myrna would like to wish all our area athletes good luck as they compete. May you do your best doing what you can with no regrets. When you come to Myrna, check out Dewey's Farm and Feed Mixers, Kelly Ryan Wagons, Highline Bale Processors, Matheson Welding Gases, ATV Weed Sprayers, and Interstate Batteries. Call 308-872-1972 for a demo or stop by 413 3 Center in Myrna.
Stomach rumbling? If you're in the Anselmo area, you're in luck. If not, turn toward Foo Bar and Grill in Anselmo. There's always something cooking, and specials change almost every day. Be sure to keep up with them on Facebook to see what specials are ahead and what's hitting the grill. Reserve ahead by messaging them on Facebook or call 749-2552. Enjoy the broadcast, brought to you in part by Foo Bar and Grill in Anselmo.
Consolidated Companies is a proud sponsor of our student athletes. Everyone wants to get to the events and cheer on their students, but sometimes you just can't. Keeping up to date on all the local sports is hard to do, but Consolidated super fast broadband can change that. Find all the latest information on local school and broadcast channel web pages, along with news and weather. For more information, call Consolidated at 1-800-742-7464. Plus, look for them now on Facebook, facebook.com/Consolidated Companies. Electricity. We use it every single day. Kristen Electric is ready to help you with your electric projects and underground farm remodels and new construction. If it needs electricity, Kristen Electric can get it there. Call 308-258-4164. They'll figure out a plan to get you on the way to having reliable electricity. For underground farm remodels and new construction, proud to support the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes by sponsoring this broadcast. Kristen Electric.
And we welcome you back to Callaway High School, getting ready for match number 2 of this volleyball triangular tonight as Anselmo-Merna gets ready to take on Elm Creek. The two teams out on the court with their pregame warm-ups. As we mentioned, a live video stream available of tonight's matches as well. And we want to say thanks to these sponsors who are bringing you our live video stream tonight. They include Cursive O Cattle, Pinnacle Bank of Arnold, A1 Auto Repair, Palmer Monument, Lines Appliance, Agribest Feeds of Callaway, Insurance of the Heartland, Grocery Cart in Broken Bow, Power Solutions, Agland ATV, BD, Colligan, Dale Moniger, and Tim Wright in Broken Bow. Also our video stream brought to you tonight by Meade Lumber, Nebraska State Bank, Kristen Electric, and Callaway District Hospital with the Callaway and Arnold Medical Clinics, all making our live video stream possible tonight. Again, you can access it by going to sandhillsexpress.com, click on live stream, or you can go straight to the Sand Hills Express Facebook page or Sand Hills Express YouTube channel. Getting ready for match number 2, it's Anselmo-Merna and Elm Creek coming up next on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
Is happy to sponsor this sports broadcast. Schedules are busy. Sometimes it's hard to plan meals with the family. That's okay because the Tumbleweed has delicious home-style food waiting for you. They are also looking for some new members for their work family. The Tumbleweed is a great place to work. Even if it is just one day a week, they would love to talk to you. Open 7 days a week, the Tumbleweed Cafe on East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Starting a new great job is wonderful. Starting and getting a sign-on bonus is even better. BD offers competitive wages, a team environment, and day one benefits, including health, life, dental, tuition reimbursement, and more. After 30 days, you receive $250. After 6 months, you get another $250, and after 1 year, you get another $500. Head online to bd.com/careers to apply, or attend open interviews in Broken Bow the first and third Wednesday of each month.
Have you ever wondered how in the world Downey Drilling can cover the entire Ogallala Aquifer region from 3 locations in Kearney, Lexington, and Garden City? Well, it's dang near a miracle, but you have to remember, these are the guys that can poke a hole in the ground and make water appear. Top-notch equipment, top-notch techs, and incredibly good organization. That's how Downey Drilling has established that famous Downey tradition of excellence. New well construction or any type of water well repair, go to DowneyDrilling.com for the number of the shop nearest you. Downey Drilling, truly a tradition of excellence.
It's midnight. Banking time. Really? Well, yeah. I just got back from watching my son play the sport he loves 2.5 hours away. My family's asleep, and I have a little bit of quiet. Need to look at and sign our loan renewal? Done. Need to deposit a check? On it. Need to transfer some money to my daughter in college? Taken care of. Nebraska State Bank has the ability to make sure I can do my banking when it fits my schedule. So yeah, midnight is banking time. My banking time.
Nebraska State Bank, Broken Bow, Callaway, Merna. Member FDIC.
The Grocery Cart is happy to sponsor this sports broadcast. Inside GK Wine and Spirits, the key word for us is variety. We have a large selection of Nebraska-made beers and a bunch of seltzer choices too. There's a wine that will pair well with any meal. Our shelves are full with everything from sweet to dry. Did I mention awesome prices? For your good time or to wind down your day, shop GK Wine and Spirits inside the Grocery Cart in Broken Bow.
Hi, I'm Ellie, and I bank with Custer Federal State Bank. In the mad dash of technology these days, I love that Custer Federal works hard to offer customers like me the latest and greatest products. You can't beat the convenience of online banking or the mobile app. I love being able to take a picture of my check with my phone to deposit it conveniently. When I need to stop into the bank, their friendly staff in Broken Bow and Kearney are ready to help. I encourage you to talk to them soon at Custer Federal State Bank, member FDIC.
Good soil starts with good seed. AeroSeed is big on performance and believe that clean, quality seed simply performs better. Soil Builder cover crop mixes from AeroSeed were developed to improve soil health and provide maximum benefits to the next planted crop. Cover crops planted after wheat, corn, or soybean harvest not only increase nitrogen supplies in your soil, but also reduce erosion, conserve soil moisture, reduce compaction, and suppress weeds. These benefits to your soil also benefit your bottom line. Learn more about Soil Builder cover crop mixes and how they can work for you by visiting AeroSeed.com or your local AeroSeed dealer.
One thing we definitely desire perfection on is our vehicles. You want something that gets you to where you're going comfortably while looking great. Whether storm damage, deer damage, or insurance claim, take your ride to Rod's Body and Paint Broken Bow. They're the collision specialist. You should call 308-872-5346. Offering over 42 years of experience, they'll get you back on the road quickly without sacrificing quality. From dings and dents to full replacement and auto glass repair. Rod's Body and Paint, West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Now we come back to Callaway High School, getting ready for match number 2. Anselmo-Merna joins us now. Lady Coyotes getting ready to take on Elm Creek. Larry Cotner rejoins me. He'll have the call of the match for you coming up. Anselmo-Merna 6-4 on the season, but Larry, they've won 4 of their last 5.
Well, and you know they stumbled a little bit at the start, and they won some good tough games, and they lost a couple tough games. Excuse me. But, and then they've really kind of put it together here to get themselves above 500 and get them ready for this triangular here tonight. It's a busy week for Anselmo-Merna. They play tonight against these two teams. Then they host Mullen for a duel on Thursday, and then they're in the Brady Invitational on Saturday. So, you know, as we reach almost the midway point by this weekend, it's a good time to be getting into the groove and getting ready for that back half of the season.
Elm Creek now 2-11 on the season after falling to South Loup earlier tonight, 25-13, 25-19. The triangular always interests me, Larry, because you never really know what's going to happen in match number 2. Sometimes the team that's already played the match before is a little bit sharper sometimes to start. Sometimes a team that hasn't played yet, it takes them a while to get into the flow. You just never really know what can happen.
Yeah, and you know, last week when you and I were up in Greeley on Tuesday night was kind of proved that fact, as both teams from our area and Ansley, Litchfield, and Arcadia, Loup City played their best match in the second contest. And I wouldn't be surprised to see that out of Elm Creek in this one, too.
So it's match number 2 coming up. Anselmo-Merna and Elm Creek is on the way. Larry will come back and set up your starters right after these words.
With an injury, Team Physical Therapy can help at 872-5111. With fall sports and activities getting underway, let the Movement Rehabilitation Specialist get you back into shape. 872-5111. Don't let that back, neck, knee, or shoulder injury prevent you from doing what you love best. With locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, Gothenburg, and Kearney, Team Physical Therapy will get you back in the game. 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
When you want the very best, go see Trotter. You'll always get more for your dollar. We're your little friendly store, and we're right next door. That's what we're here for. Go see Trotter.
Trotter Service is your #1 partner in keeping your operation running smoothly. Whether you need a new battery, brakes, an alignment, or any other repair, they have a specialist that'll get it done right. Can't get away from the farm or ranch? They offer bulk oil and fuel delivery and on-the-farm tire truck service too. Proud to work with the farmers and ranchers of the area. Trotter's Tire Pros. West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
It's hard to imagine anyone with more siding selections than Mead Lumber in Broken Bow. They're proud to offer Diamond Coat, a specialized pre-finish built onto tough LP Smart Side. Here's the awesome part. It's so tough, it's backed by a 30-year, no-fade warranty. Choose from 30 colors or create a custom color. The possibilities are endless. Diamond Coat. When you need siding, ask for it by name at Mead Lumber in Broken Bow.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
Ask Shelter Agent Brett Custer about how to protect what you have waited for.
The lawn. We strive to have it be beautiful, lush, and green. When it's not, it can really bring down the look of our space. A to Z Lawn Pro has a great 5-step fertilizer program, and any time is a good time to start.